What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, Manny Pacquiao. Well, he responds now to all of the talks that the promotional company is taking him to court due to the fact that he agreed to face 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Mikey Garcia, and instead went the route of facing undefeated unified WBC IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer Errol Spence Jr., who is widely considered to be top 3 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. With that said, Manny Pacquiao is scheduled to fight Errol Spence Jr. August 21st in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it came out that Manny Pacquiao is going to be sued in litigation due to the fact that he agreed to fight Mikey Garcia. Okay, so it was stating that on the part of Mikey Garcia, they're looking to receive $3.5 million in damages for this fight not coming to fruition, and essentially them already starting to, I gather, promote it. With that said, Manny Pacquiao and his team, they respond, and they said that nothing's going to stop them from fighting Errol Spence Jr. on August 21st in Las Vegas, Nevada. That they are definitely going to fight Errol Spence Jr. August 21st. So I gather Manny Pacquiao, well, he's just going to have to handle whatever comes forth, with this situation. Now, we know that the WBA sanctioned body, they removed Manny Pacquiao from being a super champion due to inactivity. They elevated Cuban star boxer, who was the regular WBA champion, and Yordenis Ugas, the super champion. And it seems as though they're going to hold pat with their decision. Most people expected Manny Pacquiao to be reinstated as the WBA super champion, but it seems like the WBA is not going to go in that direction. They're going to indeed leave Yordenis Ugas and their decision as it may. Okay, Yordenis Ugas is set to be the co-main event on this card. With that said, Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas were in negotiations for a showdown at some point in time this summer in a unification bout. Okay, and it seems like Manny Pacquiao, he was seeking out a crossover sport showdown with UFC legendary iconic superstar Conor McGregor, but Conor McGregor, he lost his rematch to Dustin Poirier. Now Conor McGregor is going into a trilogy match with Dustin Poirier, and that left Manny Pacquiao without an opponent. Even then, the WBA, they notified Manny Pacquiao that if he indeed pressed forward with a showdown with Conor McGregor and didn't defend his title against somebody in the top 10 ranking system, that they were going to remove him as the champion, and that's exactly what they did. But he was entering negotiations, according to Mikey Garcia, for a showdown this summer. Mikey Garcia is ranked number 4 in the WBA ranking system, so it only made sense for him to face off against Mikey Garcia. But nonetheless, that didn't come to fruition. He also was in negotiations to face 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the WBO welterweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be the top pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, in Terrence Bud Crawford. But that fell through, as well as Bob Arum, legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO and promoter. Bob Arum, he informed that the investment group in Abu Dhabi, they decided to back out, and there was nobody willing to put up the money, and they themselves, top-ranked ESPN, aren't willing to put up the money it's going to take to pay the purses for Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford. So they backed out and cited that they don't believe that they'll get a return on their investment. This is a fight that Terrence Crawford had been seeking for the better part of 6 years, and it's not going to happen for him. So out of nowhere, it came Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao, okay? May 21st. All of a sudden, we got an announcement out of the blue that Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence are going to face off against one another in a mega showdown. And most people expected WBA to reinstate him and this to be a unification bout. Well, with that said, doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. So when this litigation came out, and that the fact that this company is suing Manny Pacquiao on behalf of Mikey Garcia, it's not directly Mikey Garcia, but it's the company in which they are seeking, to get compensated for their damages. Okay, Mikey Garcia, he stated that he himself, was in negotiation with Manny Pacquiao, and that what took place was he was sent two offers, nothing that rocked the boat for him and just got him to up and just sign the contract. He stated that it was nothing that knocked me out my shoes that made me want to sign a contract to fight Manny Pacquiao. So he was expecting Manny Pacquiao to come with another offer. They were going back and forth in negotiations, and 24 hours later, that was May 20th. 24 hours later, we get an announcement that Manny Pacquiao is going to fight Errol Spence Jr. So that was huge news, and it was shocking. Okay, so you can see, where this, promotional company or management group is coming in, and I guess they were playing the role of mediation and trying to bring the two sides together to make it happen. Mikey Garcia, he even stated that there's a lot of people on Manny Pacquiao's side that you have to go through. He says you could get this answer from this person and a whole different answer from another person. So who truly knows what's set to take place when you're dealing with Manny Pacquiao, because he's such a household name, he's such a huge icon, and he's first ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. So you don't know what you're going to get when you're dealing with Manny Pacquiao, according to Mikey Garcia. So Mikey Garcia, this is a fight that he wanted. Mikey Garcia is looking to become a 5-division world champion. He attempted to do so against Errol Spence himself, but Errol Spence was always 2 steps ahead of Mikey Garcia, as Mikey Garcia so elegantly put it. He stated that it wasn't his size and wasn't the power, it's just that he underestimated Errol Spence's ring IQ, and that Errol Spence was always 2 steps ahead of him in everything they did. So he stated, with every move that an adjustment Mikey Garcia went to make in the fight, he said Errol Spence was always 2 steps ahead of me, and that was surprising to Mikey Garcia. Okay, Mikey Garcia, he then fought Jesse Vargas on DAZN. He got a huge payday. It was reported that he got $7 million, for a fight against Jesse Vargas, coming off of a loss, and the belt not being on the line. That was a huge payday for Mikey Garcia. But Mikey Garcia, he likens his chances against Manny Pacquiao, seeing as though they're similar in size. Okay, Errol Spence is 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. Mikey Garcia is 5'6" with a 68-inch arm reach. Okay, so he's 3 inches shorter than Errol Spence, and he has a 4-inch arm reach disadvantage with Errol Spence. When it comes to Mikey Garcia and Manny Pacquiao is 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. So Mikey Garcia actually has a 1-inch height advantage, and he has a 1-inch arm reach advantage over Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is 42 years of age, and Mikey Garcia is 33 years of age. So Mikey Garcia is significantly younger than Manny Pacquiao, same size, and Mikey Garcia's style matches up very well with Manny Pacquiao because he's very similar, eerie similar to that of 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer, who is direct rival of Manny Pacquiao and is a Hall of Famer, and that's Juan Manuel Marquez. They fought 4 times. First fight ended in a draw, although Manny Pacquiao knocked Marquez down 3 times. There was no 3 knockdown rule in effect. He got up off the canvas 3 times and fought to a draw. That's impressive. 2 fights in between, Manny Pacquiao was the victor. And then in the 4th fight, we know what took place in that is right before the bell rung, Manny Pacquiao attempted to dart in, with his patented hesitate, and then throw the left hand, his hop, his skipping and jumping in with the left hand. And Marquez, he slipped his head to the side, timed him with a straight right hand, knocked Manny Pacquiao spark out, brutally out cold. Okay, that was the 4th fight. And now Marquez and Mikey Garcia have similar traits. Okay, Marquez doesn't have the fastest feet. Marquez, he relies on counter punching ability and his timing to get the job done, and his technical skills, his technical prowess. Very similar to that of Mikey Garcia. He relies on timing, technical skills, and his counterpunch ability to get the job done against guys who are more athletic than he is. So this is great news on the part of Manny Pacquiao, as he states that I guess Manny Pacquiao is going to make this is going to be a lucrative payday against Errol Spence. I guess Manny Pacquiao is just looking to simply have to do what he has to do if he got to pay the fine, or if he have to pay them the $3.5 million, whatever it may be. I don't know. You know, it seems like Manny Pacquiao is confident that that'll get done, and the fight between himself and Errol Spence will come to fruition, and there's nothing going to block it. So let's see how everything unfolds and plays out. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, this is Ebony Bridges, Blonde Bomber, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.